About the practice. The Infotech IT outsourcing practice offers clients an external service for managing their IT needs efficiently and economically. Our services range from basic troubleshooting of desktop systems to more complex installations and support of IT infrastructures, such as hot and cold sites and multi-platform network management and support. We approach every outsourcing initiative as a process of trust, and support contracts vary based on client size and requirements. The services we offer enable our clients to concentrate on their core competencies while we manage the IT process in the background. We offer 3 types of contracts: Express, Gold, and Platinum. We are a Microsoft certified partner, as well as a distributor of a variety of computer and security products, such as APC, Norman Antivirus, HP, and others. This enables us to serve our clients in the most professional manner with access to appropriate manufacturing support. Technologies supported. Infotech's IT outsourcing practice supports a majority of the industry's standard hardware and software technologies used in the business world. To name a few, some of these are routers, switches, firewalls, database technology, LANs, WANs, backup technology, messaging technology, cabling technology, Microsoft Office applications, Apple technologies. To better understand each of the items above, click on any one of them to open a screen that provides a basic explanation of the technology and specifically which versions of it we support. Routers. What is a router? A router is a device that allows networks to connect and share information by determining the best route from one network to another. The Internet is an example of a large network that is enabled by the use of routers. Routers may support a variety of protocol used to transport data. What router technologies are supported by Infotech? Cisco, Lucent, Bay Networks, Netgear, Nortel. Switches. What is a switch? A switch is a device that guides packets of data from one point to another on a network, or from one network to another. Switches can also intercept error-containing packets before they travel further through the network. Which switch technologies are supported by Infotech? Cisco, HP, 3Com, Nortel, Netopia. Firewalls. What is a firewall? A firewall is a physical device or software system that controls passage from one network to another. A common usage of a firewall is a company restricting access from the Internet or other external networks to its internal network, granting exceptions to authenticated users. In today's environment, firewalls are considered essential for security. What firewall technologies are supported by Infotech? Cisco, Checkpoint, NetScreen, Firewall 1, Raptor, Sonic Wall. Database technology. What is database technology? At its essence, a database is an electronic collection of records of information. These records are usually organized in a manner that allows them to be used by various computer applications. For example, a company may have a database of client information, with an individual record for each client. A computerized accounting application might draw data from that database when generating invoices. What database technologies are supported by Infotech? SQL Server, Oracle, Sybase, SQL Anywhere. LANs. What is a LAN? Local Area Network. A LAN is a network of 2 or more computers, servers, printers, or other devices linked together with cables. This allows users of various machines to share data, share a common printer, or connect for a variety of other purposes. Usually the devices connected in a LAN are located in the same building or area. What LAN technologies are supported by Infotech? TCP/IP, IPX/SPX, DHCP, WINS, DNS, VLAN, peer-to-peer networks, client-server networks. WANs. What is a WAN? Wide Area Network. A WAN is a network of 2 or more computers, servers, printers, or other devices linked together with cables. WANs allow users in different locations to communicate and share data. Unlike in a LAN, the devices connected in a WAN may be located in various cities and countries. What WAN technologies are supported by Infotech? TCP/IP, RIP, IGRP, gRP, BGP, OSPF, DNS, HTTP, FTP, SSH, SMTP, XDSL, ISDN, frame, relay, DS13. Backup technology. What is backup technology? Backup technology allows the copying of data to an alternate medium. That means that in the case of data loss from accidental deletion, theft, destruction, or malicious intent, the data from the alternate medium can be restored to either the original or an alternative working location. There are many forms of backup technology, including tapes, snap drives, and others. What backup technologies are supported by Infotech? CA Brightstore, Symantec Backup Exec, NT Backup, DoubleTake. Messaging technology. What is messaging technology? Messaging technology refers to any means of providing electronic communications between individuals. The most well-known example is email and SMS text messaging. What messaging technologies are supported by Infotech? Outlook, Exchange, Groupwise, Domino, POP3, SMTP, IMAP, LDAP. Cabling technology. What is cabling technology? A cable is a linear composite of wires, neatly wrapped together, that is used to physically connect devices on a network. One example is a network cable, which can be used to connect your workstation to a network jack in the wall by your desk. As the volume of data and speed of transmission continues to multiply, it is imperative that advanced cabling technology is in place to handle the burden. What cabling technologies are supported by Infotech? Ethernet, Token Ring, UTP, STP, Cat5, and 6, Fiber. Microsoft Office applications. What are the Microsoft Office applications? Word, Excel, Outlook, PowerPoint, Access. What versions of Microsoft Office applications are supported by Infotech? Infotech supports all of the major releases of Microsoft Office. We also provide Office development, such as scripting, Visual Basic, and, with support from our custom applications team, complete automation systems based on Office applications. Apple Technologies. What are Apple Technologies? Apple Technologies are software and hardware systems from Apple computers. Infotech supports these systems as well as major creative software packages from other developers, such as Adobe, Symantec, FileMaker, and more. What versions of Mac technologies are supported by Infotech? Mac 8, Mac 9, Mac OS X. Services offered. Our IT outsourcing practice offers services from basic troubleshooting of desktop systems to more complex installations and support of IT infrastructures, such as hot and cold sites and multi-platform network management and support. Below, please find a sample of some of the more common support items we provide. To learn more about each of the services, click on any one of them to launch a short presentation. Network security, disaster recovery, network installation, systems integration, IT rollout services, technology relocation, preventative maintenance. To better understand each of the services offered, please click on any of the above services to get a detailed explanation. Network security. With our network security services, we manage and plan the procedures, policies, and devices which assure that no unauthorized entry to your network can be achieved. Included in the process are risk and vulnerability assessment, auditing and reporting, network access control, locally and remotely. Security is also implemented for the protection of vital data in the case that entry to your network is successful. Security for your network devices as well as data can be in many forms and varying degrees of sophistication, and hence, careful planning for your network security infrastructures must be done by qualified personnel, or else the security measures will fall short of desired performance objectives. Disaster recovery. With our disaster recovery and contingency service, we offer the planning and implementation of measures to ensure business continuity beyond events that may disrupt, damage, or destroy business-critical processes, technology systems, and information resources. This includes the setup and actual management and monitoring of hot and cold sites. Infotech also offers remote hosting and a full operational backup in our North Dakota data center. Network installation. With our network installation services, we offer the full spectrum of network installation and support. This includes small networks that allow sharing of data, software applications, peripheral devices, LANs, interconnectivity of any number of LANs over geographical locations to form a wide area network, WAN. Our network and internet working solutions use a variety of network topologies and communications technologies, such as T1, T3, digital subscriber lines, DSL, virtual private network, VPN, and more. Systems integration. With our system integration services, we are geared to provide seamless integration between various technology platforms and applications that drive business across the enterprise. These services make it possible for our clients to leverage technology and information resources to attain and maintain competitive advantage. Some examples of such integrations include third-party financial data provider feeds to a network, remote office and central office integration, and information sharing, collaboration integration for better information sharing. IT Rollout Service. Our rollout services encompass the full set of technology services required to manage change in an organization's IT infrastructure. This is done in a way that ensures minimal interruption of business processes. Some examples of this include deploying a new set of desktop computers to users, installing new application updates to a group of people, developing scripts for deployment of software throughout the organization, deploying drivers for new network printers. Technology relocation. Our technology systems relocation services deliver turnkey solutions for businesses that are moving operations to new and multiple locations, or that are contemplating expansion at a single location. Technology systems relocation includes, among others, the following services: planning the new infrastructure and handling all technical aspects before the physical move, managing third-party vendors and providers for lines and feeds before and after cutover, planning and managing the physical moving of equipment, and backing up data to prevent loss in case of damage to equipment during the move, bringing up the network at the new location, and testing all internal and external connectivity to ensure normal operation. Preventative maintenance. Our preventative maintenance services ensure that your operation runs smoothly at all times. In today's world, new patches and service packs are routinely released from various vendors. These include server operating systems to close security holes and to prevent unauthorized access to your back-end systems, desktop service packs and patches to increase security and functionality, application updates to fix bugs and enhance functionality, hardware-based firmware updates to network and security appliances, new drivers for printers and other connected peripherals. Contracts offered. In offering our services, we understand that different organizations have different needs in terms of both the types of service needed and the volume of support required. Clearly, a 5-person organization has very different needs than a company with 1,000 employees. To accommodate these different needs, we offer 3 types of ongoing support contracts. Please click on each of the contract types to learn more about them. Express contracts, gold contracts, platinum contracts. To better understand each of the services offered, please click on any of the above services to get a detailed explanation. Express contracts. Typical client. The typical client purchasing an express contract has a small network and business operations that can continue with minimal impact if their network is down for a short period of time. Business arrangement. Under this arrangement, clients usually purchase a block of hours in advance, with no commitment beyond that purchase. Response time. While we try to serve our clients promptly after they call, Response time under the express contract can be up to 8 hours. Gold contracts. Typical client. The typical client purchasing a gold contract has a medium-sized network, less than 40 workstations and one or a few servers, and business operations that can continue with minimal impact if the network is down for short periods of time. Business arrangement. Under this arrangement, clients usually commit to a minimum block of hours per month for a period of no less than 1 year. Response time. Response time under the gold contract may be up to 4 hours, but unless we are close to full technician deployment that day, our response time will be as close as possible to immediate. Platinum contracts. Typical client. The typical client purchasing a platinum contract has a large network, more than 40 workstations and multiple servers, or business operations that cannot continue if the network is down for short periods of time. Business arrangement. Under this arrangement, the client has a full-time technician on board, billing at least 40 hours per week. This allows for constant monitoring of the client's IT infrastructure and immediate response to any IT issues. Response time. Response time under the Platinum contract is immediate, since the Infotech technician is already stationed at the client site. Scenario overviews. If you have worked anywhere around IT, you may have encountered any of the following scenarios. The system is down, you can't access the web, you can't access Word documents, you can't access market data. Your computer is unresponsive and unstable due to viruses and spam, which results in data loss and lost productivity. The office needs to be relocated. You need minimal downtime and just the thought of relocating the system. New or upgraded applications need to be rolled out, and, again, downtime is a major concern. Many more possible scenarios justify the need for any company to have a reliable solution for its IT issues. Who are the actors? The client, an individual or group with a contract for Infotech services, may get frustrated when unable to work due to IT issues. Infotech office, responsible for both dispatching field engineers to clients' sites and issuing invoices and other documentation to the client. Infotech field engineer, an IT professional who responds to client service calls that are dispatched from the Infotech office. How does the service work? Step 1. A client experiences an IT problem. They pick up the phone and call the Infotech office for support. Click Next. Step 2. The Infotech office receives the call and the client and the problem are identified. The top part of an Infotech service card is populated by the receptionist with the client information and description of the problem. Click here to see a service card sample. An Infotech field engineer is dispatched to the client site to resolve the issue. The client is notified as to when to expect the technician on site. Click Next. Step 3. The Infotech field engineer reports to the client site and starts troubleshooting the problem. At the end of his visit to the client site, he completes the bottom part of the service card describing the work performed and then obtains the client's signature. He leaves a copy of the service card with the client and takes the second copy back to the office for processing. Click Next. Step 4. The Infotech office receives the service card from the Infotech field engineer and log into 2 separate systems. The Infotech billing system, the Infotech service card system. The client receives an invoice at the end of the month with the applicable service cards attached. A variety of performance and utilization reports are made available at the client's request. Sample reports. Documentation. Below, please find a list of reports, documents available to you as an Infotech client. Service card report, customer invoice, customer statement, contract utilization report. To better understand each of the reports' documentation offered, please click on any of the above items to get a detailed explanation. Service card. This is a sample of an Infotech service card. The top part of the card is populated by the Infotech office with the nature of the call from the client. The lower part is populated by the Infotech engineer, describing his work and how he handled the problem. The client signed the bottom of the service card and keeps 1 copy, while the second copy goes back to the office for processing. Service card report. This is an example of an Infotech service card report. It shows the client every visit that they had from an Infotech engineer, the date, who visited, and how long they stayed. This report is normally backed up with copies of the actual service cards. Customer invoice. This is a sample of a customer invoice. It mentions in the invoice line description the services that were provided with a specific service card number as a reference. The actual service card, which is signed by the client, will be attached to the invoice. Customer statement. This is a sample of a customer statement. It shows the invoice generated to the client and reflects the payment made against the invoice. Contract utilization report. This is a sample of a contract utilization report. It shows the total numbers in the contract, which were 36 hours. It shows the actual service cards and the hours of service provided, which were 73 hours. It shows the client utilized 37 hours more than budgeted on contract. Why use Infotech for your IT needs? Because globally, computer and telecommunications investments now amount to half or more of most large companies' annual capital expenditures. Businesses have always used technology to gain a competitive advantage in the marketplace. They need to deliver products and/or services at a lower cost, in less time, and the need to concentrate on core competencies have been the traditional reasons for companies to invest in IT outsourcing. Today, more than ever, companies must focus on the disciplines, functions, or operations in which they excel, that is, their core competencies, and outsource the rest to experts. Infotech has been providing New York-based companies successfully with IT outsourcing services for years, allowing them to benefit and take advantage of all of the reasons above. To summarize, Infotech's IT outsourcing services enable you to focus on your competencies and not worry about IT management and implementation. Have the same security and safety as you would if you had your own IT department. Receive a variety of IT management reports showing IT trends, utilization and performance of your company on IT issues. How to become an Infotech IT outsourcing client. Just call us at 212-245-4222 and ask to speak with a representative of the IT outsourcing group to set up an evaluation meeting. An initial consultation meeting at your site is free.